This is an advanced home security video. In case you missed the very first security video, it will be the first link in the description below. So I'm not going to go through use 3 tables and an extra z-axis to lock the keys outside, the detected. I'm not going to go through that. If you want to know the basic, you have to watch that video. This video comes from lesson learned of a year worth of harassing and camping of my castle, BJV castle. So yeah, we got looted few times, no big deal, just pixels. So and if somebody puts so much effort, so yeah, okay, they deserve something. But again, with this, we had a good, interesting lesson learned, and I'm gonna go through them. So I start with the ghost, and it's no coincidence that I start with the ghost. So let's check what a ghost can do. Okay, a ghost can of course enter doors. Yeah, because when you are in town and you need the healer, you need to go inside. So a ghost can enter your house. There is one way to prevent it entering your house, and it is to have furnitures blocking, or these are add-ons. Okay, this block. Okay, or other things, for instance kegs, for instance chests. But they gotta be lockdowns. These things are, yeah, these are secure. That's fine. These things are locked down. I cannot go past them. If they're not locked down, I can get past them. Okay? I didn't know sandstone table with rubber band. Now I do. Okay? Let's make an example. Now I release something here. If I release a chest here, I can go past it. Okay, let's check. Yeah, better off doing it with the table. So here, this table is locked down. I can't get past it. Can't get past it. Okay? Now I unlock it with my other character. Okay. And I can get past it. Okay. So you can block your house entrance from ghosts. Okay? And if you have a castle, remember you have to block also the other entrance. But eventually you have to unlock things to enter, and when you unlock things to enter, let's say you have a ghost placed here with a macro say walk east, walk east, walk east, walk east, walk east. The very instance you release the table to enter your house, he will just macro walk in, and he will be in. So no big deal. Just keep this in mind. So what a ghost can do inside a house, basically not much. For instance, here there's the loot room. Remember to have the loot room. This is the loot room. You can see that it's behind double security, 2 tables. So you have to fail twice to get in there. Okay? And remember to have a place in your house that you don't wanna ghost to access. For instance, here is another room I don't want ghosts to enter, and I have bookshelves that are locked down. Or you can use to save lockdowns. You can use add-ons. Okay, here I have add-ons. Okay, so you can save lockdowns. Now, you may have noticed we have footstools here. Can ghosts use footstools? Apparently they cannot use footstools, but there's a trick. Okay, let's go here. See that this direction don't work. Okay, let's go here. There's rubber banding. Can a ghost go to the roof? Yeah, you go here and you just open the paper doll, or just press resync. And there your z-axis is modified, and you can actually walk the ladder. Okay, just gotta be precise, but you can do it. Once you're out, oh, you can do it anywhere. Paper doll again, and voila. So ghosts can do this. Ghosts can do this. So why players that wanna loot you, why do they place a ghost inside? Well, it's very simple. The reason is that sometimes there may be times where you do a careless gate. So you open a gate. Okay, let's imagine This is just imagining. I'm opening a gate. Okay, I'm opening a gate to somewhere. Okay. Where am I opening a gate to? Yeah, let's open the gate here. I don't know what room is this. Okay, and you go on the other side. You do your things. Okay. What's happening? Maybe someone, okay, is entering through the gate. Let's imagine I have this. Maybe this character was hidden on the other side. Okay. He enters the gate. Okay. Throws a res at your ghost. It will fizzle, of course. Throws a res at your ghost. And let's say the gate is still open, and he will live through the gate. And now you have your ghost here. Your ghost cannot move. Okay? Your ghost cannot move, but doesn't show as frozen. Okay? And you can hold rest and stay here. Maybe the guy didn't notice. Maybe the guy gated to bang, and you had a character there. You go inside. Okay, when the other guy doesn't notice, you throw a rest at your ghost, you hold the gump and you stay here. You stay here. And you wait for the appropriate moment, okay, in which you will, maybe there's nobody around, maybe it's approaching server wars, okay? So what you're gonna do, you have hold your rest, you now hold the boy, there's nobody inside here, just press yes. You get rest and you're inside. You're inside, and of course you can do nothing. I mean, you're a newly rest character. You may have newbie recs, but for sure you don't have newbie runes. So maybe you can use the runes that are inside, but yeah, you can also have newbie recs, in fact. You don't even need another toon outside. But what you normally do is, you're inside, you just open the door for your other toon outside. Your toon enters. Okay, the other toon enters. And and he starts looting you. He starts going around to loot you. And once you get back, you say, oh boy, I got looted. How could this happen? And now you start placing security tables, you just say, be extra careful with detect hidden, be extra careful with tracking, and do all the things. And the next day you're looted again. How on earth could this happen? Nobody opened the door, you locked the doors, you detected hidden. How could you do that? Because the looter, after he gated out all your shit, this is what he does. He kills the ghost. Okay? The ghost shows up. And he arrests the ghosts again. And he has got another shot. He's got another shot at you. And you may say, okay, but how can he survive server wars? Okay, the shard resets every day. How can he possibly do that? There's a way to do that. Okay, so let's say we are approaching server wars. Okay, and the very instant before server wars, I rest. Okay. Then let's say 1 minute, 10 seconds, if you're fast enough, you go here, you slam open the door just before server wars, and you have the other guy outside placing a chest here. Let's actually do that. Or we just grab also this table. I mean, that's just as good as that. Okay, you go here, and you place a table, and the door won't close. So what happens? You're not going to loot it during server wars unless you're an idiot, because yeah, there's no save. What happens? You log off. Okay, you log off, and when you log in, since it's not your house, well, this is not your house, where are you gonna go? You just reboot here. Okay, you log in, and you get booted here on the house sign, just here. But coincidentally, you left the table there. And coincidentally, You grab the table and you go inside. And you just survive server wars. And you loot again, you get looted again. You let your other character in. After you're done looting, the guy gets killed, and the rest gump, and again, and again, and again. So if you find a ghost inside your house, what you want to do, of course the guy is not standing there all the time. If you find a ghost in your house, what you want to do is surround him. Okay? You gotta surround him with tables. Because if you surround him with tables, he cannot move. And even if he has a rest gump open, okay, let's imagine here, okay, the table's gotta be locked down. If he has a rest gump open, what's he gonna do with the rest gump? He's not gonna go at the door. Okay, probably there might still a glitch. He can telekinesis the door if he has new bit regs, but he has to be very close to it. If I do it here, I can telekinesis the door, but since the door is closed, I cannot open it. But if I am close, I mean, here I'm still very far away from the door, I cannot reach it. There is a way to open the door, I think, if you're close enough. I think it was one extra time, but I'm not sure about this. Yeah, I have all these things here that block line of sight, so I cannot stand right in front of it. So I have no idea. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Yeah, no, probably you cannot do that. So even if you are here, yeah, you can actually open the door. Okay, you cannot close it because that's too far away, but that's fine. Okay, so if you see a ghost inside your house, and you suspect, you've just been looted, you suspect something, just surround him with tables. Because if he has a rest gump, and say, oh shit, I had the rest gump open, I can't do nothing now. He cannot log out and log back in and hold the rest gump. I mean, once you have the rest gump open, you cannot do nothing. There's nothing you can do. You cannot, you have to be on the same Z of the wrestler. You have to be, and you cannot move. I mean, you cannot rest on the other side of the gate, enter the gate with the macro, and hold the rest gump. Once you enter a gate, and if you got rest on the other side of the gate, you will not be able to rest yourself. You have to be on the exact tile where the rest has been thrown at you. And there's no holding rest gum, there's no double rest gum. Say you got a rest gum from the Enk and the rest gum from a player, or a rest gum from the player and the rest gum from the healer. There's no double rest gum. There's just one rest gum. You can do nothing. This is the only thing you can do that I'm aware of. Okay? Now, let's get paranoid with Detect Hidden. Every time... Hey, the Guardian. Okay, now, it's time to get paranoid with Detect Hidden. Every time you enter your house, you gotta use Detect Hidden. Once you enter, you open the door, you close the door, you verify that the doors are locked like this, or with telekinesis, without opening them, because maybe if you do like this, okay, let's check if the door is open or closed. Somebody may drop a chest here with, say, 100 chests inside, and axe the main chest, and you have 100 chests here, and the door is open until you remove the very last chest, and you're vulnerable. Maybe say there's AFK characters inside, people can get inside, people can throw purples at you. So yeah, better off checking them like that with telekinesis. Okay, once you're inside, okay, Detect Hidden, and you gotta see this message. You can see nothing hidden here. Now you wanna, let me hide a character here. If I hide a character here and I use Detect Hidden, it reveals the character and says nothing here. Says nothing. Okay, I hope you see that. Why do I tell you this? There's scripts around that when you use Detect Hidden, they're so fast at re-hiding that even if you don't blink, you don't see nothing on screen. So once you do this, you gotta pay attention to you cannot see nothing, okay, to that sentence there. Okay, we see that again, I see. You can see nothing hidden there. Detect Hidden works on every tile. Let's say I'm even in the weird tile. I'm here with the characters. I stealthed in, okay, stay here. Maybe Detect Hidden doesn't work here since it's so very question whether I'm inside the house. Yeah, it does work here. It works also on, say, these very strange types. Yeah, it works everywhere. And make sure you have a macro with eye banding. And make sure you also have a macro with remove thyself. Because the ban list is not infinite. You got 50 bans. Okay? And let's say you're at 49 and there's 2 people entering. You can only ban 1. And the other is free to kill you. And once you're dead, you cannot ban nobody. You cannot ban as dead. You cannot ban ghosts. It's a bit tricky. So you want to have a macro to remove thyself. So all the tag hidden. Be paranoid. Check for the message. Okay, and if you don't see the message, but you don't see nothing on screen, hey, something is about. So go investigate and ban the house looter. Okay. Now, let's move to another topic. Inside your house, you're vulnerable if you don't know what you're doing. Aside from the obvious, if you stand here, of course, you can be targeted. Aside from the obvious, don't stand close to the walls, 2 tiles close to the wall. Here I can be killed. Okay. Here I can be killed. Here I can be killed. Here I can. Here I can. Here I cannot. Okay. 2 tiles from any perimetral wall. You're safe. But remember, it's not only that. For instance, now here you can see I have placed house addons that block line of sight. Not all house addons block line of sight, so make sure you place those that block line of sight. This is a pickpocket dip. Pickpocket dip blocks line of sight. Stone ovens block line of sight, but you cannot place them everywhere. Here you cannot place them. You need the higher roof to place them. Most of them block line of sight. Okay. So here, why do I place them here? Because if the door is swung open, somebody can perp inside. And while it's true you can perp here only on this level, say ha ha ha, I go AFK here, so they won't target me. Yes, they do. If they find a way to swung open the door, okay, maybe like the way I told you before, they can meteor swarm and target here. Now, purple pots don't work across floors, but Meteor Swarm does work across floors, so they target the first floor and they catch you here. Okay, I want to show you. If you want, I can show you. Let's move this character here, Bobby Fischer. Stop playing chess and go here. Okay, you're here. And I go down with my other character. Okay. And I target here. Okay, let's move the ghost also here, so you don't see no funny things. So the ghost goes here. It's obvious that I am not targeting the ghost. So let's say I'm here. Boom. And I can target upstairs. And this is no good. And there's many places where you can do this. So where have I placed line of sight breaking things? I have placed them also here. For instance, let's grab this. Here, I wanna show you everything. Okay, let's say also if you use castle, consider the castle courtyard are public. Okay, there is no way on a 17-year-old server that nobody has your courtyard room. So consider these spaces not safe. Okay, from the courtyard, okay, maybe there I can even go here. And if I go here, you see I placed line of sight breaking things here, because from here, without these, let's say you're AFK here in this tower, I can meteor swarm you and target here. Okay? And I can kill you anywhere inside this tower. Not only that, I can kill you anywhere inside this tower if you don't block line of sight. On any level. First floor, second floor, roof. Okay? So you gotta block line of sight. If you have a castle, you gotta block line of sight with this. And the same with this. Now, people are not so stupid to have this. Probably there's sometimes people have forges here to block the castle entrance. But again, you can come here and maybe start targeting things inside here with some dodgy line of sight thing. But for instance, in the back, sometimes people are arranged like this in the back. So they have, you can enter here, for instance, and they have table blocks around here. Say, haha, you entered, but you cannot do nothing. Yes, sure, I can do something. Here with Meteor Swarm, I can target here, and I can target here, and I can target and kill every toon in this tower and every toon in this tower. If you don't block with line of sight. Now you're gonna tell me, hey PKBS, why didn't you block here? Yeah, there's one reason I didn't block here. I know I don't have to use this tower, because I can be killed in this tower. And the reason I didn't block it is because there is the loot room in the in the other tower to the southeast. Here, the line of sight, here is another bypass that I used to enter the house, and line of sight is blocked by this, by this, by this. So I have to zigzag to enter, but the line of sight is blocked, so here I can never be able to target. I won't be able to target here. There's no way. Target cannot be seen. There's no way I can target there, okay? Target cannot be seen. Oh boy, with some legs. Target cannot be seen. So you have to block line of sight. In every possible way you can be targeted, you gotta block the line of sight. Of course, the tower wings are not safe, because if somebody is up there, you just target here. So let's say somebody is up here, okay? You just target down. You just target where I am, and Meteor Storm can get people out on different levels. So you want to enter, you enter again, and detect hidden. Okay, and make sure nothing funny is going on. So yeah, this is. There's nothing more that I can mention about home security. What I can tell you, and I cannot stress this enough, is have the main loot room behind double security. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I have to say. Have the main loot room behind double security. Use every time you can use secures, because only friends and co-owners and owners can get things from secures, while anybody can get things from lockdowns. So you might want to use secure wherever you want. Now the problem with secure is that there's a 400 weight limit, 400 stones weight limit. Yeah, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that. Kegs, you want to have kegs locked down so that they cannot be stolen. Okay. And the part of the house where you don't want people to enter, make sure to block access with like lockdowns or add-ons, and make sure to use add-ons to block line of sight in case you don't want to be in case you don't want to be hit. Now one last thing. Okay, this is no good, but this is not good, but on purpose. Okay. You don't place a block like that. A normal block would be like this. Okay, I gotta unlock here. 1 sec. A normal block would be like this. You don't want to have diagonal access. Okay, you don't want to have diagonal access. This is the block has to be done this way. Okay. Let's imagine if this is a real block. I cannot do that because this castle is used by also by friends, and friends cannot unlock things. Okay, so this is how you do it, with no diagonal access between players. Okay, because if you have diagonal access between players, okay, let's imagine I'm here. Okay, let's imagine I'm here. Okay, as a ghost I can be here. Remember, I told you I told you at the beginning how to do that. If somebody is on the other side, and let's say you forgot your door open, but say, haha, no problem, I have a table barrier. Yeah, but you can rest in this way. You cannot rest. You cannot rest if there's a table here. Okay, because you can never be adjacent. But if this table is not here, you can get rest on the other side. So don't do that. Just don't do that, okay? So this is a year worth of lesson learned. Probably if you're not BJV, you're not gonna need this. But yeah, make sure that you don't do funny things. I'm gonna show you one more thing regarding the patio. Okay, here we are with the patio. This is one very common way of setting it up. Okay, you have this locked. Okay, we already covered this to have these doors locked so people cannot telekinesis them from outside and kill you inside. Okay, let's say you have these locked. Okay, now what's gonna happen here? Normally you have it arranged this way with the table blocking here, and you do this, unlock, and you relock the table. This is the good way of doing it. This is the right way of doing it. And of course you gotta have a table barrier inside, always at the entrance. But some people don't arrange it this way. Some people have a stair like here, where they actually, so they use this stair to go in, then they use this space to stash chests. So they place the stair to get back to the main room here. Okay, here where I am. But there's a problem with that design. Imagine there's a ghost. The ghost enters here through the door. Eventually you will unlock the table. Eventually you will make a mistake. You can go here with the ghost here, and you can stand here with the ghost on top of this table. And if somebody enters here and has access to this tile, they can rest the ghost in your loot room. And if they rest a ghost in your loot room, you know what's gonna happen. They don't even need, maybe if you have a rune here, let's say, haha, you have a rune here to somewhere, Brick Bank, because you love to have your town rune book here, locked down here. It's no problem. The ghost on the other side, with newbie Rex, can open a gate to the looter to get in. Enjoy. And your loot is gone. So this is the correct way of setting up the patio. Don't do it the other way. One very last thing about patio. On the patio you can be targeted in any tile in some patios. And I tell you why. I'm going to show you why. So there's some patios placed on even terrain. All houses are placed on even terrain. But maybe sometimes outside there's no even terrain. So here you can see that there's a slope here. Now if you want to know exactly where you are, it's easy. You type where. Okay, I don't know if you can show it, if you can see that. Okay, Z is the last number. Z is 3 here. If I am here, where? Z is 0. So, do you remember all the way that you teleport on your roof just abusing the line of sight with negative Z? Okay, so let's say that you're inside this patio and I'm here. From this tile I can target floor inside the patio because I'm negative Z in respect to the floor of the patio. And hell, I can even target terrain if I cheat enough with the circle of transparency. Sometimes in some very weird place patio you can actually see the terrain. There was a patio here. I'm gonna show you. Up here we removed the patio. We call it the curse patio. This patio, for instance, is fine. You have just even terrain all around. This patio is perfectly fine. Whereas here, there should be a tower here. And in this tower, take a look. You even see the basement. See, you can see the terrain inside. Okay, there used to be a patio here. And if you cheat with the circle of transparency, you can target any single tile. But it has to be a patio. A patio I can confirm. I tried to do it with the tower and I couldn't. Maybe somebody can. I couldn't do it with the tower. But with the patio, if you have the patio on one Z and the surrounding terrain on a negative Z in respect to the patio, you can be killed in possibly on any tile. It works with the patio, it works also with this house. For instance, in this house, where it is 0, but here, where it's 2, no, Yeah, there should be. There was a tile. I mean, there's one tile here where you can target inside. Definitely, there's one tile here you can target inside the center of the house, and even here, you can target inside this house. So this is it. This is all I know. This is 1 year of lesson learned of being looted and trying to figure out things. It's no big deal. It's just pixels. They probably, if you're not BJV, you're not. If you're not my guild or myself, you will never need this. But who can tell? I mean, who can possibly tell? This is a very good stable. Who can possibly tell? Okay, right. I hope you learned something, and I haven't covered every aspect. I've covered. I know I covered aspects that are like very tricky, and if you want to know the basics of how security, the video, it will be the first link in the description below. If you really can be bothered to click it, I link it also top right corner here, and go check it out. It's quite an old video, but it does the job. Goodbye.